think the third one we found is actually pretty tricky, though. It's before that boss in the mill. The mill's not a terribly difficult level in itself. Okay, so now if we do this correctly here, then we could definitely get at least something like 5 extra lives, 5 to 10. I think in the beginning here, I'm not 100% sure, there's a secret here that might lead to a times 10 multiplier. Yeah, we need that health really bad. Maybe we can just get some more health from these guys real quick. They'll probably come back, right? No, they did. Oh yeah, okay. There you go. Got times 3 there, okay. Just want to get one more health piece, man. Come on. Just don't want to take a death right away. Okay, let's just go. Nice. Don't really remember what we're going to run into here. Yeah, obviously, you need to use the bomb here. Ooh! No, none of that. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should have just gone up and try to do the... Okay, Okay, maybe we should have just gone up and tried to do the jump jets. Maybe that would have been the right move. Oh, we missed it there. Well, I think that's a times 5 then in that case. Maybe it's just better to try to get the times 5 here. Maybe it's just too risky otherwise. We need to clear the way though. So let's just go ahead and clear the way. Gosh, got hit there. Watch out for those mosquitoes. You actually don't want to get that. Just let that wear out. Doing alright there, came from the Surreal right? Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Okay, Surreal, thanks again for that. Oh gosh, thanks again for that raid there. Okay, you gotta be careful here. So there's some health here, I remember. That's where the extra life is. Okay. So should be fairly safe to go ahead and go back. Grab that times 5 now. You probably should have done this to begin with. So I think that other area leads to a times 10, but it's just too dangerous, I think. Oh no, they got me there. Somehow we didn't take damage there. That was weird. Okay. There you go. I'm getting the times 5 lives anyways. Oh, well, we keep losing lives though. I'm you know, debating what exactly I mean. I guess some of the later levels have a potential of us getting like 10 lives in different places, so if we just hang in there, we should be okay. Definitely lost a few too many lives though, despite getting 5 of them. There's also the health upgrade somewhere, and you make sure to get that. I think it's back here. Yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, that's absolutely crucial right there. Then we're going to go around this way. Drop back down here, because going the other way there to the right is actually kind of dangerous, so... Okay, so we don't need... There's health on... Oh man, I was just trying to get the weapon that time. There's health on each of the right sides there. But the left side there has a weapon. I was trying to get the weapon, trying to make this boss a little easier. Messed up the jump though. Yeah, on the second level, if we do it right, then we can easily get 10 lives. Getting some good damage in here. Again, this boss is kind of weird, because this boss is actually your own ship, as I mentioned. If you check out the synopsis in the beginning of the game, this is the ship that Vectorman's riding. It's really weird. So what that tells me in the lore is that after you land your ship and then went to, you know, go save the world or whatever, then the Overmind took over your ship and then immediately attacked you with it, which is kind of interesting, actually. That's an interesting first boss. Okay. So this part, like I said, is pretty much how fast can you mash the button. So what I did on the previous times was I was pressing both buttons that allow us to shoot, which is A and B. So you could maybe shoot artificially fast, I'm not really sure. But yeah, if you're someone who likes to use turbo, this would be a great boss for you. So if you're really having trouble with that boss, just use the turbo. I'm not going to use the turbo. The controller I have doesn't have that anyways, so... There are some Genesis controllers that I do have that have turbo on them, but I've never used them. Some of them actually have a turbo for the start button, which I always thought was kind of weird. I'm not really sure what you would use that for. I guess pause strategies? I've never actually used a pause strategy before, so... But I suppose, I guess... I think someone told me that if you press start for some of the jumps with Mega Man, he'll go further, so I wonder if it's for stuff like that. Can't remember. Some of those Mega Man speedrunners were talking to me about that once. They said something interesting. Okay, so yeah, all this here we can skip. Don't really need to really fight any of this. We want to take these guys out though, so just so they don't shoot us. Skip all this. This part, okay. Okay. So, now we have to do is clear the way. There's one up there to the left. But coming up a little bit further, actually quite a ways up, is going to be a times 10. So we weren't actually using the fish on the previous runs, but... Which Totally could now. That should be a good idea. Okay, we need some health here. Got some time there. That's awesome. That's exactly what we needed as well. We definitely need some time there in order to make this work. Can't remember what's in here. If it's a full health, that'd be awesome. Something with health would be great. Oh, it's one of these bombs. Okay. Yeah, this weapon's really weird. You don't see this weapon too often. Ooh, careful. We honestly need to get ourselves some more health here. Crud. It's okay though. Like I said, if we do this right, then we can get 10 lives here. Got extra life and points there. Okay, this guy's gonna show up here again. Take him out. Means there's gonna be a jellyfish here. We're gonna take him out. Then you get some health from one of these guys. Yeah, systems. Okay, so they do spawn. Definitely don't have to move. Only spawns 2 of them though. Yeah. Oops. No. There's a 3rd one there. There you go. We're gonna want to destroy some of these enemies now. We lost that time bonus there, so it's kind of a consequence of us taking a death right there. We're not gonna be able to get that time bonus again. There's a one-time drop there. Should still be able to make this work, so stay hopeful here that the plan works. Okay, was it over here? Crud. Yeah, there it was. Okay. Okay, let's try to get this now. Right, hopefully the plan works. Okay, no. Don't do any jumping there. Yeah, just keep running. Nice. Jellyfish almost foiled our plot there, dude. Or foiled our plan there. That was close, but yeah, check that out right there, dude. Now we're up to 14 lives, dude. Yeah, that was one of my plans there. That's why I didn't just reset or something. We were doing poorly on the first level. So there's another level where I saw that we might be able to do that again. Okay, I kind of need some health here. Are there any more of those submarines or the crabs that are spawning here? Oh gosh, look out. This guy will have some health for us, maybe? No? Okay, let's move on here. I'm pretty sure this is a TV there that we already got. Ooh. Yeah, those guys could have health. Should find where they're spawning. There's a ×3 there. Nice. Awesome. That could have been more perfect. So now we just have to watch the time. There's no health upgrade or anything in this level, so we don't need to worry about that. Not that I'm aware of anyways. There's some pretty extensive exploring of this level. Yeah, that should be a full health up there, so I got ×3, which is nice. Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome there. Perspective, no problem. Yeah, glad to hear everyone's having a good weekend over there so far. Yeah, it's been a busy one over here, but it's been good. Yeah, I was excited to get this challenge started here. Because I do have some decent knowledge in this game, so I figured that at least with the initial levels, we weren't really going to have much trouble. And it's nice that we also discovered where another health upgrade was, although it's going to be tricky to get. I was only able to get it 1 of 2 times. We came across it. The second time we tried to get it, we weren't able to get it. It took like 2 deaths trying to get it, so I was just like, yeah, let's just... Probably should just go. It's okay. Oops. Yeah, there is a health upgrade on the other hand in this level, so we are going to need to find that here. Let's make sure we didn't pass it. I don't think we did. I don't think we've seen it just yet. I think it's still a bit of a ways up. Nice. Yeah, here it is, right here. Alright, so that is a health upgrade. Those are essential, dude. Even in just normal mode. You are going to want those. Easy mode is not that bad because you start off with this much health. Which is why in easy mode, they don't even give you the true ending. You only get that in normal and hard mode here. But yeah, the normal mode is called Wicked in this game. And the easy mode is called Lame, which is pretty funny. This game definitely has a sense of humor about itself. It's funny as well that you can destroy the Sega logo in the beginning of the very beginning of the game when it starts. There's a hidden TV in there, and you can destroy it and pick up the power up, and it's one of those bomb-like weapons, and you can blow the Sega logo up. It's kind of ridiculous. I wonder what Sega thought about that. They might have liked it. Who knows? I could see them being like, yeah, it's innovative. We like it. Because again, this game was basically birthed to be a direct response to Donkey Kong Country. It was really interesting. We were talking about it in our Discord maybe some like two months back or something, 3 months back. Ooh, that was bad. Set myself up for that one. Was a little bit too far forward there. Sometimes I'll get hit by the bear, but usually I'm pretty good about avoiding that one. Okay, here we go. And we can just attack the bear from up here. It makes it really easy. Oh, I don't think I was actually hitting him there. There you go. Now, the only problem is if he starts moving too far to the right and starts favoring that area. But I have another strategy for that too if we're on the lower platform there. Nice. Got an extra life, I think, 2 points. I think it was 80,000. I think that's what it was. So I do not believe there's a health upgrade up in this level, but there is definitely an extra life. Right at the tail end of the level, like almost at the very, very end. Oh, it got blown up there. It's okay. We don't want to be doing that, though. We don't want to squander all those lives that we got. All those lives doesn't mean we can just go throwing them away. We probably should have gone this way to begin with. So we didn't sustain so much damage initially right as we entered the level. Okay, there's some sort of secret here. What is, or not really a secret, I guess, but oh, it's a weapon. Okay. Ooh, gosh. Straight up kicked me off the platform there. Ridiculous. Okay. Nice, got ×2 there. Hopefully we can get some health here. That'd be great. Thank you. Because we got the ×2 there, that gave us 2 health instead of 1. That really helps actually right now. Okay, there's something in here. Alright, it's like one of those physical shields, right. There's another TV down here, right. Nice. And I still don't know what those do just yet. Don't know if those are like bonus points. Nice. And there's the satellite dish, but I'm not really getting those. See, we don't really need to go through the special levels. It's not really gonna do anything for us, to be honest. Oh, whoa, that guy was gonna jump all the way up there. What was he doing all the way up there? It's rather odd. Go and take this guy out here. We can get past him, and then we can get to the extra life here. Should actually be near the end of the level here. It's pretty easy to get that satellite dish right there. I think this is the first level that allows you to do that. Let's actually go down here, yeah, and shoot this guy from up there. There you go. I'm hoping that these mosquitoes are going to drop a multiplier here for us. There you go. That's good enough. We can get 2 lives instead of 1. I'll absolutely take it. You just die on purpose in this game? You need to play Vectorman 2. I own the first one. 2 is completely different. It's still essentially like the same game on paper, but you'll see what I mean. It's got a completely different feeling to it as well. It's a really weird game. It's much stranger than this game. This game's got an interesting science fiction story, honestly. The second game is just downright weird, dude. Oh, man. Absolutely took my head off there. Well, with any luck, we'll get a multiplier on the way because... Oh, there you go. Because there is a 1-up coming up. Let's go get that 1-up with this multiplier, dude. Nice. That's why I didn't want to necessarily reset. We're up to 18 lives now, dude. Oh my goodness. And if you get some knowledge in the game and you know where some of the multipliers are, and where the extra lives are located, man, you could really use that to your advantage. Again, also knowing where some of the health upgrades are, dude, that's essential. It's full health right there, it looked like. Awesome. Times 3 there. Careful now. Again, now I wonder if there's a different path that we have to go in order to find this guy. No, not that way. In order to have a better way to jump at this health upgrade, maybe. I know there's a times 5 multiplier here. Ooh, gosh, they got me. Wasn't it even really worth it to try to get that? Ooh, gosh, careful now. There you go. Again, there's no extra life coming up here, so wonder what their intention was for that. Maybe there's a way to backtrack where the extra life is from there. And so we have the times 3 with the extra life. It seems pretty good. Okay, we need some help now. Yeah, this is gonna be the tricky part. There you go. Wow, we made it. Awesome. We got the weapon, too. Okay, using the spread shot is actually not the easiest way to defeat this boss. This way is. I've never actually used a spread shot against this guy like this. We're gonna see. So I didn't discover those secrets there. I totally forgotten that they were there. Didn't discover them until this evening. Or rediscover them, I should say. I knew there was a health upgrade in here that I found as a kid, but I did not remember where it was, but we found it again tonight. It was above the boss up there. The waterfall is a cool visual effect, but it murders the stream bit rate. Were you talking about the waterfall? Which waterfall are you talking about? The stream bit rate? You talking about in the game? Oh man, they got us there. Yeah, I'm trying to think of which waterfall you're talking about. Nice, there you go. The waterfall in the level that you just completed. When you say that it merges the stream bit rate, what do you mean exactly? Like it messes with the... Makes the webcam smudgy when you're on the screen? Makes my webcam smudgy when I'm on the screen. Wait, from the game here? I'm confused. Nope, careful. Okay, so I guess we can grab the bug here. Yeah, it probably brings through there. Yeah, it seems weird that, I don't know, it seems weird that a game would do that. Oh gosh, they blew me up there. Okay, careful now. No, don't need a health there. Yeah, I was surprised we got destroyed there with all the health we have. So you gotta be more careful there. We must have been low on health already. Ooh, gosh. Careful now. Ooh, look out. Yeah, there's some health from here. No, okay, again, I don't really know what those do. So those don't give health there, so... Those don't give time. So those must be like some sort of bonus points or something. Maybe since they're color-coded, they're different levels of points. I'll have to look next time we see one that we don't really recognize. I know there's a full health down here. We don't necessarily have to go grab it just yet. There's a shield generator there, so again, that means that there's a satellite somewhere. I don't think I remember where in this level, but we're not going to necessarily get that anyway, so... Yeah, this is a pretty quick level right here. Waterfall has a ton of visual detail, and so the movement will lower the detail of everything else in the stream. Really? Huh? Just from the game? Just from this Genesis game? Interesting. It's a powerful game, I guess. We got ×5 straight out the gate there. So that'll be good for getting points and stuff. So we gotta kind of clear away here. Okay, I don't remember what's up here. What's a weapon? Okay. Nice. Definitely could use that. Remember that there is like a secret right here. Right. I'm certainly racking up tons of points, dude, with all these multipliers I keep finding here. Okay, so I think this is where... Speaking of multipliers, I think this is where the multiplier is going to be. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there's a ×10 multiplier basically above us. So what we need to do now is clear a path here. So it's safe for us to walk all the way back there to get it. This should be the Doom buggy right here. Go ahead and take those guys out. Yeah, take all the enemies out here if you can. There you go. I got a full health there. It's pretty much just completely clear the way here. Oops. Okay, just locate where it is. Careful. Just locate where it is exactly. Thank you. There you go, okay. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, so. There's gotta be a way to get back, right? Oh, is there not? Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you have to clear the way and then... Oh, okay, and then quickly run this way. Okay. Alright, well, at least we'll get a ×3 here, I guess. We're not gonna have much time to defeat this boss here. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, this is gonna be cutting it close. Oh, yeah, that was too close anyways. If it wasn't gonna be the... Just back to the beginning of the level? It is back to the beginning of the level. Interesting. If that wasn't gonna be that part, it was gonna be the timer for sure. The timer was about to get us there big time. Never seen bonus level on here. Again, you have to destroy the satellite dishes. So you destroy the satellite dishes, then that'll bring you to the bonus level. But to destroy the satellite dishes, you have to find the the shield generators. Vectorman came in a paper case. Yeah, I actually have it right here. Yeah, I got a really good deal on this one. I don't have the manual with it. It's just the case in the game, but. Yeah, it's in pretty good shape, dude. You know what those trial pickups do? Is it bonus points? They never give enough time for this particular boss. Yeah, this level is just... It's kind of short, so they don't really give you much time with it. I don't think there are any... I don't think there's anywhere to get any kind of bonus time. Use some health here. Don't need it at the moment, but I like to have it so we can have full health. Oh, there's a power up there. Oh, that's right. We can't get to it. Right. Just pass that part up. There's something here. There you go. Bro, that guy hurt. Careful. Okay, we need some health here. Oh my goodness. Maybe we can rely on the mosquitoes here. We'll see. Whoa. There you go. Okay, we have a little more time. We can't spend too much time. There you go. That one drops some health there. So that one over there. Awesome. Now we're in good shape here. Yeah, you really need to make sure to hit it with the jets too. It's kind of important. Ooh, messed up there. Over the other end of the screen. Alright, we have a minute here. Should be enough time. Missed it. Alright, it's all good. It's gonna need some time to morph here, but... Woo! Okay, there you go. Yeah, danger, don't go that way, right? Where am I supposed to go, Noodles? Where do you expect me to go? You know, it's like the forbidden part of the garden. You know, I have to go there, right? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. She's been here. She knows to warn us of danger that's ahead. Even when we know we must face uncertain danger. Noodle still needs to warn us that we're not supposed to go that way. She keeps us in check, it's true. It's a good thing, though. Oh, no, yeah, you're not ruining any fun. No, I assure you of that. No, if anything, the fun is more when both of you are around. Like I said, the banter's usually pretty good. No, palling around is always good. You know, lightly, of course, you know. It's like, you know, when you're playing a video game against somebody, you know, especially if it's like a fighting game, you know, you gotta pal around a little bit. You know, you don't want to do it too much, you know, especially if you're like winning and you're just like, you know, constantly rubbing in somebody's face. Obviously, like, that's not cool, you know. But, you know, when you're doing like a little friendly competition, you know, it's kind of like the same thing. Kind of like slightly expected, I guess. Yeah, MB Vectorman 2, yeah, we have not. You're correct. Yeah, Vectorman 2 is something else, dude. That game is so weird. Like I said, go check it out. This game, I think, is really good. I think for what they were going for... Okay, this is going to be tough here, but we still might be able to do it. Nice. Thank goodness we remember where it was. So this should be a health upgrade as well. For us here. We're looking pretty good here. We haven't had this much health. We haven't had this many lives either. Okay, so there is some sort of... There's some sort of bonus level here. So again, you have to destroy... If you want to get to the bonus level, you have to destroy these satellite dishes. But in order to do that, you have to find wherever the shield generator is hidden. And I think with this one, it's right here. Yeah, you see? There it is, actually. That's precisely where it was hidden. Yeah, I don't even want to destroy the shield generator necessarily, but just for demonstrative purposes. Yeah, you destroy that there. Uh-oh. We're running extremely low on time here. Can we make it? Whoa, dude, 1 second to spare. Nice. Avoided death there. Excellent. The animation when his beer gut falls out, dude, is so good. Nicky Funky, what's going on? How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the good luck. I appreciate that. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the lurk there as well. Yeah, excellent work on the Dynamite Heady progress, dude. That one took me a little bit to take down. That one took me, I think, 13 sittings. We won CC'd, thankfully, but that game is really tough, dude. Treasure is messing around with their difficulty. I thought Gunstar Heroes was pretty casual. I was able to beat that game in one stream. But Dynamite Heady and Alien Soldier, dude, those games are rough, dude. But yeah, Nikki, thank you so much for that. I appreciate generosity. Appreciate the lurk there. Another awesome retro streamer to check out, folks. She's currently going through Dynamite Heady right now, which is one of Treasure's best games, honestly. That game is so weird, but so good. Yeah. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I putting words in my mouth there, Noodles. I'm just kidding, though. It's pretty funny, honestly. All right, cool. Yeah, we're playing some Vectorman on basically on hard mode here. It's called insane mode in this game. It has been pretty insane. Thankfully, I know a decent amount about this game. You know, it's been carrying us through at least the beginning levels and levels like this. Although we might actually take a death here. I'm not sure we can get through this now. We have plenty of lives to deal with it, though. Yeah. The only way I've ever been able to beat this, even as a kid, was basically having to just spam through the damage. I was able to sidestep it right there somehow. Yeah, but you don't even have much time either to deal with this, so you have to be aggressive here. You don't really have a choice. So I like to try to wait until he's on the top and bottom sides, because it seems easiest to hit him then. On the two sides right there, it's just too tough to hit him. So if you're on the top side or bottom side, it's much easier to get a bunch of damage there. Congrats on being that bizarre awesome game. Thank you, thank you. That was a bit ago actually that we were going through Dynamite Heady. Because that's when my PS4 was still alive. I streamed that off the Sega Genesis collection on PS4. I remember that. That's probably one reason why it was actually a little bit more difficult, is because I was using the PS4 controller. It's not exactly ideal for Genesis games. I noticed too that collection had some interesting things about its emulator, or whatever you want to call it. Particularly with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, I noticed that it felt much differently on that game than it did on the real thing. So I remember when I played Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on the real thing, it felt like I was in much more control. It was really weird, dude. I didn't really notice it too much about the rest of the games. The rest of the games that I played seemed more or less the same. But those two games in particular, I noticed. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? It's like Sonic feels like he weighs like 300 pounds. Why is it so difficult? Like pretty much every jump that I had to do, I had to correct. And I couldn't tell if it was something going on with the, like whatever emulator they used for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive collection, or if it was the PS4 controller, some combination of the two. Oh gosh, that guy kicked me there. Did you see that? Guy gave me some chin music there. Yeah, it's a shame there too, because the jetpack that we use there makes the level much quicker. And easier too, actually. If I might add. But thankfully we have tons of health here, so. Wait, how are we supposed to get out of here? Wait, do you just get stuck down here? Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Okay. I was about to say, there's no way. This game's not that cruel. It's a tough game, but it is not that cruel. It's not going to put you into a pit where you can't jump out of it and let the timer run out. Ooh, watch it, watch it. Okay, times 5. Does that mean that there's a 1-up somewhere nearby? I mean, it's possible. I feel like most of the stages have the potential of having 1-up somewhere. I just haven't found where. I found 1-ups in a bunch of different stages, but I think there's definitely some that are still eluding me. But tonight we found a bunch of secrets, and particularly the ones right above the mill boss, dude. That actually helps quite a bit, mainly because that's where the health extension was located. Okay, it's kind of a sort of a secret right here. It's pretty easy to locate. This level is pretty short there. Oh, well, we'll be able to get our health back there, no problem. Still one short there, but we should be okay. And that's not too long of a level, and if I did that correctly and we had the jetpack, we would have been able to just soar through that level. It would have been pretty quick. Do you by chance have issues with Stair Wars? I often get stick drift there. Often in the actual cutscene stage. Oh, weird, huh? Yeah, I mean, Stair Wars kind of gave me some problems in general, I guess. I just found it overall difficult. But I don't remember there being necessarily stick drift. Are you using real hardware, Nikki, or are you using an emulator for it? Because again, I remember playing it on that one I didn't play on the Genesis itself. That one I actually played on the PS4 collection. Like I said, which might not have been a good thing, because I feel like that might have been part of why the controls were all weird. Because again, I did experience that with the Sonic games on that collection. I thought that was really strange. Oh, sounds like you're getting ready here again. Hang on, let's take a pause here. Yo, Callie, now what's going on? How you doing, dude? Thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate that. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Wazcraft, what's up, dude? How you doing? Nikki said, I bought the Sega Genesis Classics on stream. Really wish I could play it on the real deal. Practice the stick drift wouldn't happen. Oh, yeah, maybe it is from that. I don't know. Because, yeah, again, I had a little bit of... that game is buggy, dude. Just in general. But yeah, Callie the Nat, what is going on, dude? How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate that. How was your stream, dude? What were you streaming tonight? Welcome in all raiders as well. You're going to see a lot of Sega Genesis games and heavy metal here. It's pretty much what we do. We play other things though too. We play some Sega Master System, Super Nintendo. At some point we're going to have some Game Boy games here. Feeling blazy? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, hitting the vape over there, or smoking the reefer over there, Wazcraft. Okay, that says I was playing some Amori and sliding in the lurk while I get some post-stream recovery. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the lurk. I'm not sure what Amori is. Yeah, feel free to talk about that game. Yeah, must be a newer game. I'm not sure I've heard that one before, but yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Appreciate the raid there. Okay, so we have some health there. Okay, so we can pretty much go... I think there is a... No, it's not what I was hoping for. Okay, above up there, there's a way to... Whoa, that was weird. Game actually had a little bit of slowdown there for a moment. Must have been something happening that was going on below too. Yeah, we can go around this guy. This guy is... That guy was placed really strangely, dude. Yeah, extremely tactically so that it pretty much was like guaranteed to hit us. Oh my gosh, okay. All good, all good. Yeah, started us right on that guy too. Wicked. Not sure it's right there. You could find out, I suppose. Can we not jump up there? Interesting, okay. Perhaps we should just go. Yeah, we have a shield here. Excellent. Toasty. Again, she straight up dropped a Mortal Kombat reference there. And some of the music in this game reminds me of Mortal Kombat, so... I wonder if Blue Sky was playing a bunch of Mortal Kombat at this time, who knows? I suppose we all were, right? It was the middle of the 90s. It's one of the most popular games out there, so... I suppose we all were playing a little bit. See, this is kind of a weird one. Yeah, is this the end right here, or is this where... Yeah, I think so. I think this is the end of the level here. There you go. Now, I feel like there's a health upgrade somewhere in that level, but we couldn't find it earlier. We did do some searching there, but Memoria is from the end of 2022. It's an indie mix of RPG and psychological horror. Interesting, okay. Never heard of it. I do like horror games. Not sure if you've ever played Amnesia: The Dark Descent before. Yeah, that game is nuts, dude. Or I'm not sure if you've ever played Seventh Guest before. That game is also pretty nuts. And that was one of like the first big horror games, really, I think. And yeah, speaking of 90s, yeah, and I think that one came out around the mid 90s too, actually. Yeah, that one's a great point-and-click horror game. You know, it's mostly a puzzle game, naturally. Yeah, really awesome game. Great experience. Pretty sure Metal Jest is playing through that right now for Lord Pukum's Halloween Festival. Which, yeah, pretty soon here. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple of different things coming up here, folks. I'm gonna be playing through Resident Evil. That'll be the only time we ever play a PlayStation game on stream, so that'll be interesting. So I'll have to play through that, but I've heard that's a shorter game, so probably be a sitting or two for us. I'm not thinking. Yeah, Lord Pukum's helped me get that mostly set up, so there'll just probably be some trial and error we'll have to do before we get that officially started. And then next Saturday we're gonna have a collaboration stream here. Rat707 is gonna be here. We're gonna do some Sunset Riders. We'll be all dressed up for it. Yeah, we haven't officially talked about it, but I might ask her to do, like, you know, to see if we're gonna do like a one credit clear challenge or something. of it. I kind of wanted to think about hard mode, but that might be a little bit too much. Game is actually pretty tough on its own, even though it's the Genesis one. Genesis one is easier and shorter than the Super Nintendo and the arcade one, but it's still pretty tough. Especially the first level, dude. The first level is actually kind of ridiculous in that game. In Genesis Sunset Riders, it's, for whatever reason, difficulty's pumped up there. I guess it is a Konami game, so... And Sunset Riders is basically Wild West Contra, so... I guess it makes sense, right? Yo, Wazcraft, thank you so much for the 6 months, dude. I appreciate that. Yo, thank you, dude. Thank you for the resub. It goes a long way, man. Thank you so much for all that love and support there. Yeah, the Super Nintendo Sunset Riders is superior for sure. But you know, Sega's featured here a lot. Rat707 also likes Sega, so that's something that we can mutually agree on. We did talk about that. But, the Genesis one, was what we agreed on. So, hey, thank you so much for that, Wildcraft. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks again, dude. I appreciate that. But yeah, the Sega Genesis Sunset Riders is not bad. It's not a bad game. It's obviously not as good. Noodle said she played the Dark Seed and 9, The Last Resort. She played some other stuff too. Brienne, original Mario, but she was bad at it. Oh, hang on. Said your uncle had a PC with point and click called Legend of Kirandia 2, and I played it briefly. And then I'd like to revisit sometime. It's like a puzzle game. The 7th guest scared you, Noodles? Your mom played it and let us watch? Nice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a really good game, dude. Yeah, I definitely would recommend playing it sometime. It's not really, like jump scare terrifying, for the most part. The game is just really odd. And it's obviously, a horror game, so it's basically a horror story in itself. So, pretty much all the classic stuff of a horror flick you're gonna find in the game. But like a lot of the puzzles and stuff, dude, they get pretty dang difficult. I was able to do a good handful of them. But then there were a couple that I came across and I had no idea what the heck was even going on. Dude, great parallax scrolling going on in the background there. Like the background was moving with us there, dude. Like the pipes and stuff, that was sick. Yeah, I got to this puzzle that was in the pantry. And I couldn't figure it out, dude. I spent like weeks on it. I had notes for it and everything, and I was trying to figure out the patterns that they were talking about, and I had no idea what the heck was going on. And then there was another one where there were these chess bishops. And it was in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with that one either. And that was pretty much the two I was stuck on. But I can't remember exactly how many puzzles I had solved. It was like a small handful. I hadn't seen the maze either. I remember seeing the maze for the first time on 90s Craig's stream. I didn't even know it was a thing in that game. We are running a bit low on time here. It's okay because we got that ×3 for that extra life there, so... Oh, hang on. I actually have to unplug this real quick. Sometimes the guitar cable will cause some, like, static and stuff, so we gotta make sure that doesn't happen. There's a point and click where you play a sorceress and you had an alchemy lab where you combine ingredients to make potions. That's pretty sick. I forgot what the goal of the game was since I didn't play it for long. It makes sense. It sounds like you should check it out. And point and clicks can be fun. There was another point and click puzzle game I used to play. It wasn't a horror game, but it was pretty cool. It was called Time Lapse. And it essentially combined ancient Egypt. Was it ancient Egypt? I think it was, oh gosh, Atlantis, Easter Island, the Mayan Empire and I think the Anasazi. I think that's what it was. Okay, timer got us there, but it's okay. Yeah, you start off on Easter Island, and then from there you can, if you solve all the puzzles, you can essentially warp. You can go to ancient Egypt. You can go to the ancient Mayan Empire. Yeah, like I said, there's also the Anasazi as well. It's really weird, dude. There's a lot of really crazy puzzles. It's kind of one of those things where essentially you have to go around each of the worlds, and as different locations in the worlds open up, there are clues, you know, all over the place, and that's where you have to like find notes and different clues. Some clues are pretty crucial. You know, like when you go to ancient Egypt, there's, you know, there could be like a treasure chest that you find that's maybe guarded by a snake or something. Like, I remember specifically there was a chamber being guarded by some king cobra in time-lapse where that chamber led to these crystals that basically gave huge clues as to this big puzzle in the world itself of Egypt. It's a pretty cool game, honestly, so if you're into like ancient civilizations and stuff, it was definitely a treat. It was pretty tough though, I will say. I thought the puzzles in 7th Guess were a little easier. Plus, there's a book in the library in the 7th Guess that will talk to you about what the puzzles do, but I didn't actually know about that until long after I got stuck on the 2 puzzles. So I never even looked at it because I didn't necessarily want to get spoilers. I don't know if that makes any sense. Might seem silly, especially if you get stuck on one as long as I did. Like the pantry one, dude, I had no idea what the heck was going on with that. You know, it had different letters on the cans and stuff, and I was just like, what's going on with this? Like, what is up with this puzzle? Do you need to match the cans together? Is there something I'm missing here with the letters? Yeah, the pantry was a weird one. Some of the early ones are easy, like when you're looking at the telescope. That one's pretty easy. The spider one above the front door is fairly easy. The cake one is pretty easy. Oh my gosh. He might take us down here. Yeah, you get a lot of iframes against some of these things, dude. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's when you're in the air. Maybe if you're in the air, things can't hit you twice. Because the way that we're taking damage is a little bit like inconsistent, I've noticed. Like, sometimes we'll take 2 hits in a row, and then sometimes for like, I don't know, falling down or something. Yeah, check out that parallax scrolling in the background. Yeah, I'm not sure. And then, you know, like with the mill, with the boss in the mill, when he hit us and he would drag us, it wouldn't continue to do damage. We had to, I mean, thankfully, in our favor. Because, yeah, that would, I don't know, that would definitely augment the difficulty on that boss sky high. Oh, gosh. Oh, that boss was changing it up there, dude. Oops. Yeah, see, just like that right there. Perfect example. See how it was dragging us there? It did do damage, but didn't do extra damage from dragging us too. The game is tough, but it's not cruel. There you go. Nice. Okay. Alright, back to the Donkey Kong boss. Okay, we gotta back up when he does that. It's that close, we have to back up. Oh gosh, what did I say? Nice, we got him though. Save our teeth there, we got him. Alright, this is the penultimate level here. Still not too bad, actually. Nice, got some health there. Definitely need it. Thank you. I remember that there was something here, but I don't remember what. Oh, right, okay. This is just like a different route. Okay. Interesting. Don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. The other, okay, it's almost like a... Immediately right off the bat, I'm thinking it's almost like a hard path to a easy path. Because this is already a little bit tricky here. Yeah, they're throwing mosquitoes at us. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we're having trouble actually getting up there, excuse me. Okay. There you go. More mosquitoes. Man. Just can't quite make that jump. Yeah, see, this is interesting here. Okay. Maybe that's for the better there. Might let us go the other path. I wonder what the point of going that other way is. Maybe it shortens the level? Maybe it's like overall it's a shortcut? I'm not really sure. Because this way seems much more efficient. We're actually getting through the level. I mean, we're clearly moving much more. So there was a bomb right here. I couldn't figure out what the heck it was for. Okay, where was it? Yeah, here it is. I don't know where you're supposed to blow this up. Oh, it's right there? Alright, well that might shorten the level a little bit. I don't remember going this path, I don't think, last time. What is up here? Shield? Wonderful. Okay, I think we have to go downwards. Jump up there. See if it's there, or we can keep moving forward. It seems like jumping up to places like that has worked out poorly, so I don't know, maybe we should just not. Yo, Jaligmo, what's going on? How you doing, dude? Welcome in. How's trying treating you so far? You're doing good over there, dude. Alright, careful now. Here We've seen the final boss here tonight. Already on this challenge, and looks like we are going to see him once again. This is the penultimate level here. We got a whole bunch of lives here. Bunch of extra health too. Start off with 3 health, so we found 4 health upgrades in this run here. Pretty good. Careful now. Okay, can't remember if we want to go. Yeah, this is the way we want to go. Oh gosh, they got me there. Okay, all good. Let's see where it puts us here. Whoa. I think we just inadvertently found a shortcut there. Some sort or another. Okay, so this way I have to go down. We should be close to the end of this level here. Yeah, forces you to take these little platforms going downwards here. That's the bottom of the level. Ooh, gosh. Watch out. Should be close here, I think. Alright. See what we can do here. Here we go. It's gonna get interesting here. Oh, interesting mirror too. Yeah, there was like a cross in between some cables right there I just fixed. Thankfully I didn't do anything disastrous there before I noticed. I'm taking a couple hits here already, but it's all good. Got 15 lives here, so gosh, only 1 hit point here. He will drop some health going in between phases, so crud. Ooh, he hit me there, okay. Hit on one of his fists there. Yeah, careful now. Try to go in there with all this health here if we can. Yeah, some of it, I'm pretty sure that the furniture here is just totally random. Pretty sure. So I'm not really sure that there's any way that you can actually predict where it's going to come from. You're not sure on normal, but it looks like on Samo they don't refill your health on level completion. No, they don't. No, yeah, they do not refill your health on level completion here. I don't remember if they do that on normal mode or not. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's really important to pick up those 10 lives like we did earlier. That has helped out immensely, dude. But also some of the other lives we got with multipliers too. Whoa. Guess just moved to the side rather drastically there. Yeah, you have to watch out. Okay, here we go. There you go, we got him, nice. Yeah, that's his weakness there in the end, dude. Is you gotta use your jump jets. Cool, nice, there we go. Insane mode's done. Taken down. Yeah, I had a feeling once we got all those lives there and 4 health upgrades that this might be in our grasp here. Victory, Warhead is vanquished. The Earth is safe. For the return of humanity. Earth has a new hero, Vectorman. Again, once you know where like a few of the secrets are and how the multipliers work. Thanks for the GG's there, Noodles, Kai the Nat, Money Matt, Atari Beer Pong. Noodles didn't think I could do it, but you knew better there, Brigan. Wazcraft, thanks for the GG there as well. Mr. Fable, thanks for the GG. So this is the true ending that you get right here. You get all these blueprints here. You don't get this if you beat the game on easy mode. Yeah, I know you didn't, Noodles. Don't worry, don't worry. It's all in good fun. Yo, what's going on, Random JP? Thanks for the GG. Hope you have yourself a good night, man. A good weekend. You gonna tell Brigan a joke? There you go, Noodles. There you go. Tell him a good one. Yeah, see, this is our sludge barge. See, this is what Vectorman was using to take out of the atmosphere. It's really funny how that's the first boss you fight. Aurora Borealis. That's kind of a cool name for that boss. Yeah, Clockwork. Yeah, that's the boss in the middle. This boss is a pretty cool design. It almost looks like a snowman or something. Kind of a weird one. Yeah, the acrobat was pretty cool. That was from like the ooze world or the sludge world or whatever. The spider bomber, that's what it was called. I couldn't remember what that thing was. Yeah, spider bomber, piranha, and then there's the Donkey Kong boss. Yeah, piranha's a really cool design. I like that one. Sleeper, thanks to the GG. Yeah, blindfold no hit challenge. I'm not sure no hit challenge is really that feasible on this game, dude. Just because some parts it seems like it almost forces you to take damage. Yeah, but there's the designers right there. Yeah, apparently only 4 people developed this game. That seems incredible, honestly. So this is all you get for the easy mode. Is you just get the credit roll here, which you can access this in the options. So it's not really that much. Yo, Vectorman, what's up? Oh, sorry, but Vectorman, sorry. What is up there, Lord Pookums? Sorry, I was reading what you said before I read your name. Yo, Vectorman was good, dude. Yeah, we just took it down. We just took down hard mode. Yeah, you are Vectorman. you are Vectorman, Lord Pookums. What's up, Renegade Johnny? How you doing, dude? How's Shark treating you so far? Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. That was 4 total runs. Now this was a game that I grew up with, so honestly, it's not really that impressive, but you know, because there's some secrets that I knew, like a couple of the health upgrades, which really helped. Thanks for the GG there, Pookums. Okay, I hope you're having I accidentally called the guy Vectorman. Yeah, that can be one of Pookums' nicknames. I mean, Pookums' avatar does sort of resemble kind of a Vectorman-like character. Yeah, that's your disguise, exactly. Yeah, I hope you dudes are both having a good night. Yeah, Lord Pookums is another awesome retro streamer there, folks. Yeah, too many blasts. Well, I've also been up since 5 AM, you know, so... That's definitely part of it, too. The weekend's been good over here, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, it's been a busy one, but a good one. Thank you for asking. And again, we just took down Vectorman on insane mode on the first night there. Really kind of diving into it, so... Yep, yeah. Yeah, it's been... And that was yesterday, too. 2 Noodles, not just today. I don't try to promote my Vectorman persona. People start asking for autographs when that happens. Yeah, right? We can't be having that. Alright, okay. So yeah, we got Vectorman taken down there. Alright, so... We could definitely dip into this there was kind of a challenge that I was thinking of, but I kind of almost want to get that started at another time here. So there's a couple different things that we could actually dive into here. Yeah, there is indeed a sequel to this. It's kind of weird, actually. Honestly, it's kind of a weird game. Not gonna lie, if you go and check that game out for yourself, it's a weird game. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I think this one's just a lot more balanced. First of all. Oops. That's weird. There must be a movie called this too. Didn't even know that was a thing. I'm not surprised. But that's really interesting here. Okay, so yeah, there was a challenge here that I was thinking of that would honestly be kind of funny to see. This would be a good place to actually test it. See if we could actually make this like a feasible thing here. The triangle pickup is a checkpoint? Oh, is that what that is? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for not spoiling it again. I appreciate that. I figured it was points. That's how you get the checkpoints. Oh, that makes sense that it's not... I thought it was the CRTs. Gotcha, okay. That makes...